Hello. How's it going? Sketchy. JB. Yag. Kovalaki. Oh my god, Yag. You did it. You bested your last 3 stream streak with an even bigger 3 stream streak. Biggest streak of them all. Augie, how's it going? Polymorph, good morning. How are y'all doing? Welcome. Welcome to Tuesday. Welcome to Monday night. I still got Hollow Knight on the brain. That's all I want to do is play. I don't even want to make the game anymore. I mean, I don't want to make the game right now. I don't want to work in this game. I only want to play Hollow Knight. It's insane. I haven't been this addicted to a game in a long time. It's been a while. I'd like to thank the Academy. Which one? I might split this stream down the middle and just get something done and then play Silk Song. I don't know. I can't help it. 15 stream streak sketchy. Do it maybe. Did you slay the boss yesterday? I did. I finally beat it. I realized the strategy was to kill the little guy first. Get the little guy out of the way because he's random. The boss is predictable. All the bosses are predictable. But the little guys, they're completely random. So if you get them out of the way, the bosses are way easier. The academy where they teach me how to suggest eating it. Oh, no. No. Move on. MoveOn.org. All right. Last thing I was doing was playing with this thing, and then I finished it. I think it's good. I think I'm gonna go back to quests. All work and no play make Homer something something. Yeah. I'm gonna go back to quests. Let me check my Miro board. Where is my Miro board? Oh, it got closed. You just love it when you have something in your eye forever and ever. How likely are you to recommend Miro to a colleague? I recommend Miro to all the viewers all the time. I will not answer your survey. Grumble. Grumble, welcome in. How's it going? Everyone, big shout out to Grumble of Pugs, creator of Megabat. How was your stream today? I don't know what I'm doing with this. Finished animating a stupid saw. Nice. Saws are stupid. Going to bed. All right. Have a good night. Hilvon, good morning. Everyone. I did not mean to pin that. Unpin. Everyone go wishlist Megabat. And Raiders, welcome in. If you don't know who I am, my name is Andrew. I'm working on a cozy life sim Innkeeper-Sim game called Alpine Lake. Oh wow, look at that. Is this game relevant to you? Similar games you've played. Silksong. Celeste. This was just added to it. Why is this like this? I wouldn't say these are very like... I mean, they're difficult platformers. Debatable. But yeah. Welcome in. I don't know. I'm tired. I don't want to work in the game today. I don't want to do it. but I gotta rally. I gotta rally. All right, stop being a baby. Stop wanting to play video games. Let's make a video game. Let's not want to play them. Let's make one. So I left off with quests finishing this. How does Steam do that? Is it based on tags, or can you just say what game? It's based on tags, I think. I think it's based on tags, and it might be based on like what games are in people's libraries. Maybe? Probably not. It's probably purely based on tags. You should play a video game instead of making a video game. Let me get something done. But yeah, I encourage everyone, if you're not following Grumble of Pugs, you really should. He's making a quality game. If you like quality streamers making quality games, definitely follow Grumble of Pugs. All right, so the last thing that happens is Abby moved to town. Abby moves to town. What do I got to do next? Well, that's the ski instructor. One will work for you as a barista at the ski lodge, and one is an architect. Maybe the architect comes next, and the barista comes later. Mosta, how are you? How is it going with you? It's going okay here. I'm struggling a little. I'm struggling a little because I don't know. Yeah, I've said it a million times. I'm sick of saying the word Silk Song, but that's all I want to do is play Silk Song. Funny how you. Oh right, you're a real life architect, aren't you? You're a bona fide architectural person. You are. That's cool. I wonder if I have any questions for you. Basically, some of these houses, some of the houses are not in working order, and you can't demolish them because they're historical. So you need an architect to survey the. You need an architect to come and survey the properties so they can be rebuilt accurately. And that's why you need an architect to move to town. I mean, they don't need to move to town, but they do. Whatever. Hilvon, thank you for the hydrate. Oh my god. Usually we don't rebuild a historical monument. We retrofit it. Unless you're moving the whole city. So if there's a historical building that needs fixing up, like it's not structurally sound, but it needs to be made structurally sound, who would they bring in to do that? A carpenter? Just like, I thought maybe a specialist, like an architectural specialist, or some kind of specialist who studies architecture of that era would come and, I don't know, some not fix it themselves, obviously, but design plans so it can be fixed. But yeah, I guess an architect is design. It's not like, I don't know. Retrofitting is like rebuilding what's broken, upgrading the infrastructure or infrasystems, and maintain the historical aspects, but cleaning it. So an architect would have nothing to do with that. The architect would be the one leading. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this is good. This works. Oh, you were saying we don't rebuild, we retro. Okay. So I guess I was saying rebuild like instead of the word retrofit, but I didn't know there was a specific vocabulary for it. Maybe I'll put that in the dialogue somewhere. Lumi, good morning. I kind of want to work on something else, though. I want to work on someone else's storyline. Maybe Melissa. Melissa wants to expand her diner. Needs ingredients to try new recipes. Needs guests to try her new food. Needs new ingredients to try even newer recipes. More guests. Yag, why do you want me to do that? Bardaki, how's it going? What color is the wind? Whose wind? You'll have the problem with the players not knowing what retrofitting is. I mean, I'll explain it. Maybe I'll make the architecture like a little snobby, and they'll be like, oh, well, it's not called rebuilding; it's called retrofitting. You see, we wouldn't rebuild; we would retrofit. And then we'll make the players hate the architect, and then I'll call the architect. I'll call the architect Mosta. Mosta the architect. Actually, I should call him Ted for Ted Mosby. Ted Mosby the architect. Where do I sign? You don't need a sign. You don't need a sign. I can just take your name. It's fine. Ani. Ani, how's it going? I can't wait to hate Ted Mosby, the architect. Ted Mosta. Well, they don't have last names. I'll probably just name him Ted. Eyes. I wonder, this probably shouldn't happen. This shouldn't happen until the end. Right? The CEO visiting shouldn't happen until the end. I need more stuff here. Definitely need more stuff going on here. Twitch stopped buffering. I'm sorry, Bardaki. Because architects get triggered if you don't call them architects. Is that true? Tell me all the things about architects. There was a story near me recently. There was a railroad maintenance building. It was functional, and recently it was destroyed to be replaced with a more modern version. Immediately, the whole storm arose. Turns out it was the oldest surviving railroad-related building that was constructed along with the first rails. And while it was never officially defined as a historic building, a lot of people just assumed it was and were shocked by the destruction. Wow. That's brutal. Is my stream giving anyone else issues or just Bardaki? Maybe it's on my end. Do I have any dropped frames? I don't know. They're doing construction outside. I can't imagine that's why. Stats. Oh yeah. It dipped for a second when I opened the stats window, but now it seems fine. Wait, drop frame 0. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Wait, what? Finn, how's it going? Is this what your mind looks like? This graph? Maybe. What's this node? Some historic homes can't be demolished, but Carlos can't fix them. All right. You know what? Maybe I introduce the historic homes now. Maybe I introduce the historic homes. How do I introduce them? I kind of want a cutscene to happen when I don't want like the NPC to be there. I just want to port the NPC there. I can do that. I have the power. I slept too long and it took me 2 hours to wake up and nothing works so normal, I guess. That sucks. Couldn't think of a better excuse to just play Silksong instead. Yag, are you playing Silksong too? Or are you just trying to get everyone to play? You don't have it. Let me look at this for a sec. So, I've got this building and this building, and they are historical buildings. I need to introduce them somehow, and kind of give the player some information about how to fix them. I don't know. I don't really play Metroidvanias. I didn't like them either. Like I honestly never liked a Metroidvania. Granted, I never really played one until I played Animal Well. I'm like, oh, Animal Well is amazing. This is great. And then I remember liking Hollow Knight, the first one, but then it was too hard. It frustrated me. I was not ready for it. Uh, and I dropped it forever. But picking this up, uh, I don't know, reignited something that just made me really like it again. My son finished the main story of Silksong and is now working toward the secret ending. Very hyped about the game. That's awesome. How long? I wonder how long it took them. It's a long game. How about you give them options with different costs and the player can see how each element is being changed? You mean like let the player decide how the final building gets built? Oh god, here comes the green screen. I don't really want to do that. It's not that it's not that like in depth of a mechanic. I don't want to add too much complexity to these buildings. It's just like get the ingredients in, get the right NPC going, get the right NPC into town, and then that's it. I don't want to like do a whole special thing. These buildings are not that special. Finn, 3 stream streak. Thank you. Well, if you're going to have historic homes, then you also need a community board made up of boomers who want to spend everyone else's money to prevent them from being demolished and solve the spreading housing crisis. Finn, this building it's a historic factory, but it's going to be converted into a home, and I think this is going to be the old. This is going to be like the old town hall, and it's there's a little bit of lore because it was the old town hall model, so it's going to be a rundown town hall that gets converted into like a mansion that someone fancy moves into. Silksong was announced 6 years ago, February 2019. Hollow Knight released February 2017, 2 years earlier. Yeah, I just watched like a little documentary on Hollow Knight. I was interested in how it came about. It was just a couple of guys who got their start making Flash games for Newgrounds. It's interesting. How long it took him, hard to tell. He got the game on day one, so 4 days. But then again, with school and homework, he couldn't play all the time. Well, he must be very good at it. Harry Dree, how's it going? Welcome in. All right, so how do I mean, I keep doing the same thing. I send a letter, or a player comes to your inn in the morning. I need another way to like prompt a quest. Or yeah, or I tack one on to the end. I could tack it on to the end of another quest, but I kind of want to give you the player some downtime. So I don't want to just keep stringing them along with new quests here and there. I want to give a day of like, all right, you don't have anything to do. And I'm sure you have a backlog of side quests that you got to get done. If that's the case, just as simple as that, it's a reuse, recycle, retrofitting case, so you don't have to maintain any of its original aesthetic, just the shape and walls. That's pretty much it. It's like Manhattan rules, as long as one wall still stands from the original building. Oh my god, I have like 100 things in my eyes. And I'm sorry, do you hear like the construction going on outside? He did beat Hollow Knight with a lot of challenges, including mods. Not any Radiance level though, but he's good at this game. Yeah, he sounds good. Did you hear that they judged turquoise as the best color? It was scientifically proven. Someone ban Bardaki, please. Someone ban him. Finn, get him out of here. No. Remove the vents. I like the vents. I have the bent ones are the old building. The straight ones are the fixed. This is the fixed one. All nice. And then this is the broken one. Fanny, thank you. And his friend. I could just, you know what? Maybe just when you get near this building, a cutscene happens, and maybe you have an internal dialogue that's like, I wonder if people can live here. But then I don't know. I don't want to do that. I can't make a main quest rely on you going somewhere. I need to reach out to the player and get their attention. All right, we're just going to do a letter. We're just going to send a letter. It is an industrial building, but it's going to be converted into apartments. Happens all the time. To old schools, old post offices, old factories. Just put in some ventilation. It's an apartment now. What about an internal monologue? Yeah. But I don't know. I don't want the player to talk too much. And so what would the internal monologue option be? It would be player comes near the building, start a cutscene, focus a camera like on the building, and the player's like, I wonder if people can live here. And then boom. Uh, no, go talk to Carlos to see if people can live here. And Carlos is like, I can't fix that. We need a proper architect. So I don't know what to do. How do I start this quest? How do I start the quest? Maybe a guest comes. Maybe a guest comes and shows interest in the buildings. And then when the guest tries to check in, the quest is given to you. Are you on YouTube? No, not anymore. I mean, I have a YouTube account, but I'm not live on YouTube. Maybe just have the NPC looking at it from the bridge. Yeah, I could have an NPC standing here. Yeah, you know what? Okay, that's what I'm going to do. When this quest is finally available, Eugene will come here every day and stare at it. And when you go approach Eugene, when you get anywhere near this bridge, the one reason why I don't like that is what if the player never comes down here? Okay, how about this? Maybe Vic can have a side quest. So this quest activates, which makes Eugene come and stand right here. And there's a trigger that's the size of the entire bridge. And at the same time, Vic sends you a letter. It's like, hey, can you come check out my shop for a sec? And I'll make like a throwaway side quest. And those two quests will be activated simultaneously. And it'll force you to go down there without Eugene having to tell you. That is interesting. I like that. I'm going to do that. How to make an Alpine Lake clone. Well, you hack into my repository. You do git clone into your local hard drive. You make sure you have the right version of Unity. So version 6.0.24, hotfix 1. And then you just slap that bad boy on Steam. Done. Call it whatever you want. I don't care. Deciduous Pond. Please, YouTube Shorts are the funniest. Like and subscribe. Yeah. Yeah, they are. They're the funniest. Thanks, Fanny. Is there a mayor in town? No. No mayor. There's a head of the town council, and that's it. No mayor. Maybe I'll bring the mayor in later. Fanny, I had no idea that existed. I didn't even know. I hacked into your bank account accidentally. What's with all the empty space in here? To make room. This bridge you can't see from, like if you're going to town hall, this bridge you don't see. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. It's two quests that turn on at the same time. Vic kind of goading you to visit. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. So when you finish this building, when this building is done, this building activates and then the collection box for this building appears. Maybe that's when this quest starts. There we go. I don't need Vic to have a throwaway quest. There is a reason to go here. There's a cutscene that shows this collection box that's like, go here. The player will go here eventually. And that is when I'll have Eugene to start coming here. And I'll have a cutscene that's like, hey, what about this shit? Okay. Yeah, polymorph. I mean, I have the council doing most of the quests. I'm just trying to think of a creative way to start the quest, like because I keep doing the same old thing. I keep sending a letter in the mail, or I have someone show up at your house in the morning, and I'm just trying to like break it up a bit. Won't players explore on their own? Hadouken, yeah, they should, but what if they don't? I can't rely on that. I've seen the way people play this game on, when they record themselves. It's like some people just they don't do what you want. They don't do how they don't play the way you want them to play. So, all right. Is there any problem with what I'm about to do? I mean, the only problem is if it's Sunday. If it's Sunday, then Eugene has to be here. He can't be down here. And if you go to this, if you visit this house on a Sunday, then that's a problem. I can force them to look at it. I can do like I force them to look at the collection bin. I just make a cutscene that's like puts the camera on the or puts puts a camera on the collection bin down here. But yeah, so I guess I can't really do that unless it's not someone. Oh, maybe it's a different character. Maybe it's like Stella. Maybe Stella has nothing to do. Maybe Stella's the one. Okay, it's gonna be Stella. Okay, this works. This works. She can be here. She can be here every day. It doesn't matter. She doesn't have a different schedule. Why don't you have like a sold sign on it? Well, that's the thing. It still requires the player to go there. Um, I mean, I could put a sign that has like a jumping exclamation mark. I think I'm gonna do the Stella thing. So once this house starts being built, there's gonna be Stella's gonna start here. So I need a new schedule for Stella. Schedule, it's not default. It's gonna be factory standing, factory spot. I don't know. So starting position override is going to be this hotspot. I'm going to connect it to this hotspot. I'm going to delete this hotspot here, none. And then it's going to be called, well, let's create a new one. Wait. Oh, it did it. Create a new one. It's going to be called Stella Factory. Rename. And she's gonna be looking out here. And when you get within reach, then she'll start a conversation, not a cutscene. I did hydrate. Thank you. I'll do it again. I'll do it a third time. No? Do you want me to spit it up? Double no. Okay. I'll take a fourth then. Now you owe me. All right, so Stella's gonna stand here. And what is the trigger that allows this to be built? Well, house A, dynamic decoration, finishes. House listener B. The condition that we listen for is this stuff. These are the conditions. Well, that's terrible, so thank you for the posture check. Spit it out, Yag. If these are the conditions, I hate this. I don't want to type this in. These are horrible conditions. Yo, Fizzbuzz. Fizzbuzz, how's it going? Shout out to Fizzbuzz, everyone. Aaron, Yag, how are ya? Fizz, how's your stream today? Welcome in. Welcome in, everyone. If you don't know who I am, my name is Andrew. I'm working on a cozy life sim Innkeeper-Sim called Alpine Lake. I'm sorry I sound so tired. Would you look at this cozy little town? Steven, how are you? Did some math stuff, did some Valheim, nice. Do you have anything you want to share? Any kind of social media? Why is this so busted? There we go. So maybe what I do is at the end of the day, I check this stuff. And I have like a tick. You know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna check if house is B, or if house B is built and house A is not -1. Current day. What am I doing here? What am I doing here? Sorry, I'm trying to like wrap my head around something. Nothing to share. Andrew, I have a question. I was wondering if you could help me out. I could try. What's going on? My question is, what should I do with my life? I wish I knew. I wish I knew. I mean, I got similar issues. I think everyone asks themselves this, and everyone struggles with this question. Stuff, do stuff. Yeah, it's kind of my answers. Do stuff that keeps you busy, doesn't hurt anyone else, and makes you happy. What else can you do? You know? Life starts, life happens, and then life ends. And what happens? What do you do in the middle? How do you make yourself feel fulfilled? I think that's unique to everybody. And it's a constant journey to find that fulfillment. And I think even once you find something that is fulfilling, after a certain amount of time, it won't be anymore. I used to find fulfillment in my job. I used to think I was doing something. I knew logically that I wasn't. I was just making commercials, but I don't know. It was like it it filled something in me that made me be okay every morning. And then after a while, it was like, you know what? It's not doing it for me anymore. And then I found game dev. And game dev reignited that. I feel very fulfilled. But I can't say this is the answer. I don't know. Ani, thank you for the 7th hydrate. What if I just want to eat candy and play video games all day? Well, that's not sustainable. You have to do something sustainable. And if you want to do that, you might have addiction issues. Sustainable. Yeah. You need to be able to support your habits. And you got to stay healthy. You got to treat your body with respect. And eating candy and playing video games all day that's not treating your body with respect. That is self-destructive. That's what bank holidays are for. Now, Tane, I can get into. Computer, can you show me a nude Tane? Four three. Nobody's gonna get that. What if I just want to lay in bed and watch Booyah all day? That is also unsustainable. Also, I'm only on for 2 hours. Kind of impossible. If you keep this up, I won't be able to afford getting my name in the credit. You don't have to hydrate me. You just let me shrivel up. Largan hat wobble. Yes. All right. What if I just like write the dialogue first and I don't worry about it? I'm like, this is what I try not to do. I don't like to implement first. I like to write first because that provides a lot of the ideas. So let's just write the conversation and then this is my favorite part. This is where audience participation comes in. We need to think of a quest name, and it's going to be it's going to trigger like the factory, like flip that factory. Factory flipping. So we're going to flip the factory. Factory flipping. That's pretty good. From watermill to 3-stream shriek Turgus. Why isn't it sustainable? Well, it's really hard to make money when you're just in bed all day watching me. Second question. Will you do a 24-hour stream of 100% completionists playthrough of the new Witch Stories patch for Halloween? Does it take 24 hours to get 100%? Also, nice little self promo there. Is that happening? You got a patch coming for Halloween? When is it releasing? Everyone, shout out to Steven. Snow. How's it going? Welcome in. This is This is my design document. It's my Miro board. This is my story outline. These are the dialogues for all the quests. I think factory flipping's good. So it's going to be Stella. She's going to say, all right, I got to channel my inner Melissa McCarthy from Gilmore Girls. Oh. Wait, did I get in? I don't know. I just was emailed from a festival that I applied for, but it wasn't an acceptance festival. It was that they were accepted. So I think I was accepted. Let's see. Let's see if it shows up on my list. Oh, look at that. I'm in. That was the most anticlimactic acceptance to a festival I've ever seen. That was ridiculous. Did I get an acceptance? Confirmation. Oh. I mean, the last email. Okay, I did get an acceptance, but it was not. It was the same thing. It was like, hey, we've been approved by Valve. All right, so I'm in. Scully, how's it going? You can make it last 24 hours. I can't do that. Gonna put all those Chris Zukowski tips to the test for a post-launch launch. Good luck with that. I look very organized. I do my best. I'm not that organized. Gilmore Girls mentioned. Oh, it's the cozy job simulators event. It's a cozy job simulator event. So I mean, it's a job simulator. You know, you're running an inn. That's a job, right? Found out today that my father-in-law was recently scammed by a solar company. Oh no. What happened? Did he buy solar panels that just don't exist? Everyone who buys solar is a scam or is scammed. Hadouken. Harsh words. They talked him into spending $22,000 to upgrade the solar he already had to be able to charge an EV that he doesn't have. He already had no electricity bill and his house was paid off. Then why did he do it? He's 85. This should be a crime. Okay, so he was just talked into it. Yeah, that's messed up. What the ferret? The only non-scam is good, clean, reliable, American-made fossil fuels. Being organized, my nemesis. I like being organized. Sometimes I just don't know how. Like, I've never done this before, so I didn't know how to be organized. And then I just kind of, you know, just dicked around until something finally felt organized. Okay, focus. Focus. I think if I was smart, I would be typing this into like a giant Excel spreadsheet and then importing it properly, but that's not smart. This is the not smart way. Oh, hey. Have you taken a look at this factory? How about she says, "Oh hey, I heard housing is tight here, and more homes, more residents were needed." What if this rundown factory was converted into some luxury, not luxury, some apartment buildings, some apartments into an apartment building? No, into apartments. Uh, they do that all the time on the docks. They do it all the time to the factories in the city where I used to live. American fossil fuel. Well, at least Americans can be used for something then. Hadouken, you do know that I'm American. That's brutal. I've got American pride. I just don't want to live there. I think a lot of people would not like my life choices to not live in America. Oh my god, the chattering of the green screen is bothering me so much. All right, it's fixed. I was wearing a green shirt this morning. I forgot that that's a no-no. I looked like this. When I threw on OBS, I didn't realize until then. And I didn't want Hypnotic Games to be mad at me. Darth, how's it going? Exactly, Turgis. Put on a green beanie someday? I don't have one. I did buy a white one. I have this like red one with a smiley face, and I love it so much. When I was back in Kyoto for Bit Summit, I walked past the same exact clothing store, and I was like, "Oh, this is the clothing store I got that hat from," and I got a white one because I'm in my white T-shirt phase. Might as well get a white hat. Now, since I'm playing so much emo goth Silk Song, now I'm in a black T-shirt phase. Same as college. They do it all the time to the factories in the city where I used to live. White hat, white T-shirt. What are you, a painter? I like solid colors. It's worth talking to. It's worth talking to Eugene about. How about I say, what do you think? Great idea. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. If you say great idea, she's like, yeah, you're part of it. If you say I don't know, you say, or she says, trust me. It's worth mentioning it. Go let Eugene go let Eugene know. I'll even let you take credit for the idea. Trust me, bro. Pretty good. How about you say bro? Brah. Trust me. Or as Steven likes to say, bruv. I want her to say, trust me. Go let Eugene know and see what he thinks. I'll even let you take credit for the idea. American slang, bruv. Are you supposed to pronounce the V? Is the V silent? All right, so that's cool. Now what? Well, now you go to Eugene. Now you go to Carlos. Now you go to... Okay, I don't want you to go to Eugene. Go let Carlos know and see what he thinks. He'll probably have to do the work anyway. Okay, so we're gonna go straight to Carlos, and Carlos is gonna be like, I can't fix that. That's not simple carpentry. Ooh, okay, how about this? Maybe you go to Carlos and he's like, I don't know. I think those are historic buildings. I'll bring it up at the next town hall meeting. And then that'll trigger you to go to the next town hall meeting. Perfect. Flippin' lit, brah. Hadouken. Nobody says flippin' anymore. Except this this quest name. Hear all the kids saying chap or old chap these days? Kids are saying chap now? So now, Carlos. Maybe you get an option. You get an option to give Stella the credit or to take the credit for yourself. I want the guilt to build up inside of you if you do take the credit. Oh, hey, I heard housing is tight here. Wait. Oh, hey, I heard housing is tight here. Is getting tight. And more residents were needed. I'll just say is getting tight. Hey, I heard housing is getting tight. What is the rundown factories converted into apartments? Yeah. I wonder, can I start out with another? The factory? What about it? Kids say a bunch of stupid stuff. Yeah, they do. People are going to be writing about Alpine's socially conscious commentary on the American housing crisis. No one's gonna write anything about this game. It's crap garbage. I just want to play Silk Song. The factory. Stella had an idea. I had an idea. I'll make your idea first. So if you're just smashing buttons, you immediately pick the selfish. I wonder how many people are gonna bash through the conversation, realize, and then like see that they made a selfish choice, and then restart the day. This cozy in game has a lot to say about gentrification. If you break down any of these games, usually they all have the same undertones. I think the kind of folks that would play this would be reading every bit of dialogue. Maybe. That'd be nice. I'd like people to read this dialogue. I'm working very hard on it, and I hope it's good. The factory. One thing I'm noticing about Story of Seasons is it's just so wordy, and the characters are like so nice. It's so annoying. Characters are too nice. They're always like, "Let me know if I can do anything for you. I'm so nice to see you. I can't wait to see you again. Oh my god." It's good, but it's like too, I don't know, it's too pleasant. Doesn't feel real. A little bit of Minnesota in there. Minnesota. If you want sugary sweet, play Fields of Mystria. Is it really sugary sweet? No, yeah, that's the thing I'm trying to avoid. There's no, I mean, I'm trying to make a cozy game, but I don't want to make the characters like drown you in uh, cotton candy. You know, I want it to still feel grounded and real. Don't you know? Storms are coming. Oh yeah. Sugary sweet is a good way though. Or in a good way. Oh, okay. That's good. I mean, if you think it's good, that's good. Uh, I do want to try it. I was waiting for it to come out on Switch so I can hand the controller to my wife. She's not going to sit at the PC and play, but it's still only PC. Is this a clip to Fargo? Yeah, it is. Hey, 2 minutes. I can't watch that. So this festival that's coming up, it's next week for 15 days. Wow, that's a long festival. It's gonna be a while until Switch, I think. But it runs like a babe on Steam Deck though. Mm, I need to put on the TV. I don't think I can get my wife to play a Steam Deck game either. And then I like to watch her play, so. I had an idea. And then it'll say, what if we convert the factory into apartments for more residents to live in? Hmm. That's a dang good idea. That's an incredible idea. You know what would be interesting? So I'm gonna have Carlos do some fanfare, right, for coming up with this idea. You didn't think of it. You just happened upon it by walking past Stella standing there. And it was Stella's idea. It would be nice if it really was the player's idea. It would be nice if the player discovered it themselves and okay, you know what? Here's the new plan. New plan. New plan. New plan. Thank you, JB. I am going to make this discovered by the player. Almost like a secret. It's not going to be like hidden, but I want the player to come up with this idea themselves. So how do I guide the player to come up with this idea themselves? How do I do it? I need a wrist rotate redeem? Yeah, but I don't use a stylus. My wrist doesn't bother me. If I was using like a Wacom, my wrist would definitely hurt way more. Oof. I should still, yeah, I just did it and they like cracked really bad. It could just be like if you approach the front door. Yeah, I'll just. All right. The thing that was hanging me up was the fact that this is required. Because you need 4 guests to live in the town. Because it's a required quest. Yeah, so I've completely changed my mind. We're going to make it so that the player needs to approach the building themselves and interact with it in some way. That will start this. And we're in ads. This is why I shouldn't implement first. Got to write first. Because when you're writing, that's when the story ideas come through. When you're implementing, it's really hard to think of creative, interesting mechanics when you're implementing like this. Have a good night, everyone. Big shout out to the Whitechapel. It's been an hour, and all I did was write 2 pieces of dialogue, and I'm cutting this one. This one's now gone. Silk Song, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. I'm very easily temptable right now. Please no Silk Song. Louis! The voice of reason. Please Silk Song. That's... Listen, if people don't want me to play Silk Song, I can't play. It would have to be unanimous. I like the design background noises. Did you say you were going to do a community redeem for Silk Song? No, I'd probably just throw back on my Rocket League redeem. Make it Silk Song. If you play Silk Song, I need to switch off. That's fair. Welcome back from ads, everybody. All right, I'm gonna have like a notice board here. VR Fry. Hello, welcome in. How's it going? So what would okay, so this actually this still is kind of a narrative issue. Like I just allow you to like talk to the door one day? Why? Why do I just allow you to talk to the door one day? Hmm. Maybe I do throw a quest at you that's like, what else can we do? How else can we make room for people to live here? Do you got any ideas? And then you're allowed to talk to the door. Fry, thank you for the follow. You should send me a copy of your turtle so I can use it in my game jam. What do you need it for? What's the narrative hurdle? It's just like, why one day are you allowed to discover that you can convert these to apartments? I think that okay. We need maybe I don't want to do another town hall meeting. Yeah, why not? All right, we're going to do another town hall meeting. No, 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 no. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I literally just went in a giant circle. I'm like, oh, how do I do this without a town hall meeting? I came up with this elaborate thing. So maybe it's still Stella standing there. Maybe she stands like here. And you can't get over this bridge without talking to her. Recap, what's the design you're figuring out? I don't want it to be Stella like so okay. This building needs to be converted into apartments. I want the player to feel responsible for figuring out the puzzle that this is the building. Uh, I don't want the up an NPC to just tell you that's what you got to do, you know? I want the player to somehow feel like they solved a puzzle. The puzzle's going to just be like a quest saying find some way for new residents to move into town. That's it. And you're just gonna have to explore and then talk to the building. The building's gonna have a dialogue at the front door or something that you talk to it, and that's it. It's like, oh, maybe this could be a building. Um, so I'm just trying to figure out how to initiate that. How do I get the player going? A mail from someone saying there's wild animals in there and it's not safe. That's interesting. What don't I need it for? Turgus, I don't want you to do anything weird to my turtles. How to guide the player to the building to begin with. No, not anymore. I'm not guiding the player to the building anymore. I'm somehow telling the player that you need to find something, like how to start this puzzle. This puzzle of a quest. And the puzzle is, the solution is going to the building. Does the town have a billboard of sorts? It does. It's got like randomly generated requests from the NPCs on the billboard. It's not really meant for random quests like this. I mean, maybe that's what I need. Does the town have a billboard of... I just read that. Because the fact that it's an old rundown is inviting already, like begging to be turned into a home. Yeah, it is begging to be turned into a home. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to initiate the Easter egg hunt, you know? It's basically an Easter egg hunt. How do I start this hunt? You know, because I do a whole council meeting about having to convert homes. And then we get our first person to move in. And now... Zornak, how's it going? If it's the only prompt that continues the quest, they'll probably just interact with it once they see the prompt, and will continue the quest whether they realize it. Yes, I'm trying to figure out one step before the prompt. How do I deliver that prompt showing up? Like, how to feed the player quests is it's just getting repetitive. It's a letter, or it's someone visiting their house. I wanted you to run into it in the world, so I had this like just this idea that I basically put a roadblock in town. Maybe that's what I do. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Stella's gonna be standing on the bridge. Same thing that she was gonna be doing here. Now she's gonna be on the bridge, and she's gonna say like, but why does she know? Why does she know that like you know, why does she know that gonna need more homes? All right, I'm gonna keep that because this is old. And she's gonna say something like, "Oh wait, yeah, hey, I heard housing is getting tight. I'm pretty sure Eugene said we needed more residents than there are housing plots." I've got my eyes peeled on creative housing solutions. You should do the same. Done. That's it. That's it. The bulletin board was a good idea. I should have a bulletin board that is more than just the randomly generated quests. Like, yeah, I'll show you. I have one. It's right here. When you go to it, it's like fetch quests that just get you some money or whatever. To be fair, that's pretty much how it is for most of these types of games. A letter, billboard, post, person coming to you. Yeah, that's the problem. It gets really repetitive. And as I'm playing Story of Seasons, you know, when the players come to your house, they literally enter your house right when you wake up. It's creepy. And every time, you know, my wife jokes like, "Get out of my house." So I'm just trying to like not do creepy stuff. Yeah, so I have a request board. Look, favor for Melissa. Melissa needs 3 fibers, and there's a reward. Favor for Ruby. She wants a photograph of a young oak tree. Look, you can do stuff. So I don't have like a request board for, you know, other kinds of quests. But maybe I should. Maybe there should be 2 pages of this or something. Who is she? What's her job? Can you say there was a town hall meeting or something that identified the need for more housing? Yeah, I just didn't want to do it with a letter. I think I'm going to do it this way. Because it's just quicker. The problem with town hall meetings, every time I call one, the player has to wait until Sunday. And I guess, I don't know. I just don't know if I want the player to wait until Sunday. This bridge needs to look nicer. It's not that nice. All right. This is good. I like this idea. I'm going to keep going with this. I like this idea. She's going to be on the bridge. So you go to Carlos, the factory. The factory? What if we convert the factory into apartments for more residents to live in? That's an incredible idea. How about we bring this up at the next town hall meeting? Lots of people are going to want it. Lots of people are going to want to chime in. Okay, this is going to trigger the town hall meeting. So we are going to do a town hall meeting, but it's not the quest isn't going to start with the town hall meeting. A flyer you find in the ground on the bridge or somewhere. Oh, I like that idea. I like the idea of just something being on the ground. You should get out of her house. I should. I feel your pain. The fulfillment of coming up with novel designs that we would otherwise just default to. Yeah. Favor for Stella, talk to X, like on the bulletin board. The roadblock reminds me of how a Pokemon game would handle it. Yeah. It's exactly how a Pokemon game would handle it. Yeah, I'm just going to do a roadblock. Trying to improve. Yeah. I just want to get creative with it. Because that's the stuff that like felt the best. It just when it doesn't feel formulaic, when the formula is obscured and you're feeding the player with semi new experiences all the time, it just feels fresh. I think we all feel that. Zombie, Mr. Zombie, how's it going? Good morning. Triggered. Me too. What's your favorite cryptid? You know, like Bigfoot, Little Gray Man, Loch Ness, Chupacabra? Oh, I don't know. Reading Factory Flipping makes me want to play House Flipper. Is that game good? My favorite is the Stephen Scott Day, known for stalking random streams. Damn. He eats all the chatters. No, don't mention eating people, please. Or you fish for it. You get the flyer by fishing. That's pretty good. I'm going to write these down. So in content, I have a section here that's like how to give quests. Quest types. Hotspot quests. Wait, where was it? I had a whole thing about where quests can come from. I don't know. Quest that triggers from picking up a random item off the floor. Quest that triggers from fishing for something. If anyone has other ideas on how to trigger interesting quests, let me know. How about quest on the bulletin board? It's a comfy game with comfy music. Scratch is a decorating urge sometimes. Is it worth me researching it? I gotta still do these. Digging something up. Yes, I do. I don't have digging. Like the player can't dig, but the dog can dig. Quests triggers when the dog digs something up. Nice. Good idea, Zornak. I've been shocked how uninspired indie horror games have been with cryptids. Makes me want to sink all my money into a game studio that solely cranks out pulpy cryptid horror games. I don't know. There's a lot of horror going on right now. It's just so big. I don't even know what to say. Classic Fable stuff, but that's okay. I just need more ways. I keep using the same two ways. I still gotta, yeah, Turgis, I still gotta incorporate flipping turtles somehow. I think there'll be a quest where that a turtle is upside down and you gotta unflip it. And that triggers like a who did this quest. Who did this? All right. So, town hall meeting now. So I can't call this quest factory flipping. What I could call this, I can call this quest. Okay, it can be two quests. So this is going to be called. So this is related to like where do we put the people? Out of space, out of time, out of space, limited space. Hmm. Where do we put the people? Where do we is that a quote from something? Where do we put the people? Where oh where? People problems. How about people problems? Relocation, relocation, relocation. The housing crisis. Yeah, from you 2 minutes ago. Los Angeles, California. Hmm. Home is where the people live. Uh, need more homes. More homes where? New residents where go? This is not working out. I gotta save some ideas for my own game. Yeah, you do. Location. I like location, location, location. Out of space. Space. Space joke. Space pun. Did I like any of those? People go where? Where do the people go? What is this Joe Dirt thing? No Joe Dirt, please. What did I call this one? This one was called From Dirt to Dwelling. Raises the roofs. It's con. People problems. Town too small. Is that okay? Can I do that? Please don't call it Lebensraum. What? Living space? What is this? A town for ants? That's the one. What is this? A town for ants? It's so long though. A town for ants. Ah, I like that. It's just very long. What is this? A town for ants. Nah, let's see. It's a little long. I contributed more than just farts. A town for aunts. A town for ants. Hmm. Okay. I'm gonna keep that working title right now. A town for ants. All right, we did it. We did it. Hmm. It's this. So before I continue, I'm gonna run into the same kind of issue. Not issue, but it's the same thing with this building. So maybe I want you to find both of these. I want you to find both of these, the factory and this town hall up here, the old town hall. So how do I get you to discover both of them organically without leading the player too much? So maybe here, if you find the factory, maybe the quest is like find a couple of options, find a few options, and you have to find the two things. Bed Bath and Beyond capacity. Yeah. Okay. Bed, bath, and beyond capacity. We did it. Thank you, Turgus. That's good. All right. So the quest is going to say find multiple options. Or okay. Carlos is going to say this is a great idea, but we can't go to the town hall, which is one idea. Can you see if you can find some more? Can you find some more ideas? And then you go to the old town hall. And I'll make it a little organic, so you only need to find one. And if you find both, then that's great. Okay. That's what we're gonna do. There's gonna be a little bit of multiple paths here. You can find the factory, go talk to Carlos. You can find the other building, go talk to Carlos, or you can find both and then continue the quest. All right, we got this. Steven, have a good one. When are you going to stream again? Also, you got to go, so don't answer that question. So, if you go to Carlos and you find the factory, that's what he says. And he's not going to say, how about we bring this up to the next town hall meeting? That's going to happen down here. If you find the other one, the rundown building on the North Hill, that used to be the old town hall. Hmm. 20 years ago, we were able to afford. 20 years ago, that building hasn't been used in almost 20 years. I don't see why it can't be a house. And then, so this goes up here. That's if you find that. And then this doesn't happen. So if you haven't found the factory yet, no factory, he'll say, let's see if you can discover more options before we approach the rest of the town. Same thing here. Okay, we don't need that. See if you can discover more options before we approach the rest of the town. Otherwise, if you found both, these are both incredible ideas. How about we... Okay, let's bring this up at the next town hall meeting. Lots of people are going to want to chime in. Or people might want to chime in. People might want to chime in. Perfect. Perfect. The conversations are nice and short, too. No fluff. No narrative fluff. I think I just don't have it in me to do narrative fluff right now. It's funny how the dialogue itself, it ebbs and flows with like my motivation. There's a little bit of an inconsistency there. Like if I'm in a good mood, I'm gonna be more creative, and I don't know, the game will be better. But if I'm not in a good mood, then yeah, I'm very short. But I don't think being short is like a bad thing. I think most people want dialogue to be short. Roiku, how's it going? Nice day for fishing. Do I say that? All right, so Bed Bath & Beyond capacity, I think, is... Should this quest just be part of this? Bed Bath & Beyond capacity? Yeah, I think so. Booyah said that in my game. I got NPCs with random dialogue. Is there a character named Booyah in your game? What are you making, Roiku? All right, let's write this town council meeting. Oh, I don't have the energy to write dialogue for 5 characters right now. Eugene. I got this. Let's keep this one short and sweet. Even with all these new houses we're building, it's not enough space to house the amount of new residents we need. It's been brought to my attention that some creative ideas were conceived. Player name had a wonderful idea to convert some old rundown buildings in town to livable apartments. The old town hall and the abandoned factory haven't been functional in many years. Turning them into apartments, turning them into Turning them to what? Turning them into housing. Roiku, I want to see. Send a screenshot. It's the perfect solution. Maybe one character is a little upset by it. And not because they don't want it to be done. Maybe it's like sad. Who would be upset by it? Let's see. Melissa moved to town because she broke her leg and everyone was really nice to her. So she doesn't have any connection to the town. Whose like parents would have worked there? Why does Vic live in town? I don't remember. I think it's in this conversation right here. Hey, shut the door, will ya? Something's been weighing on me. You got a sec to chat. Yeah, of course. You know, Birch thinks I moved here on purpose because I thought she'd have a better life. Although Melissa's food is delicious, it wasn't my first choice to move to a town with only one diner and giant mosquitoes. I owned a flower shop in the plant district and rented a small apartment pretty far out from downtown. Customers dwindled due to the rise in fake plants. I started selling them, but I couldn't compete with the prices of the larger home goods stores. My lease was up and I had to decide, commit to another 10 years at an inflated price or cut my losses. I thought this would be a good compromise, but I know Birch won't understand until she's older. Even if she does eventually understand, she might never forgive me. I think you made the right choice. She'll be fine. Let's hope so. Enough of this drama. You need anything? Okay, that did not explain anything. But I forgot I wrote that. I like that conversation. No NIMBYs in this town? What's NIMBY? Oriole. Come in, I want to show you something. You see this vanity. It belonged to none other than Gloria Everwood. Wow, who's that? Thanks for playing along, but I know you don't know who that is. She was the fourth biggest movie star over 70 years ago. Really, you don't know? She was the biggest star. She was the biggest star over 7 years ago. That's confusing. I gotta rewrite that. Okay, maybe she was the fourth biggest, but she should have been the biggest. Can you picture it? Gloria sitting right here, getting ready for some big premiere. Glamorously brushing her hair. Why is this happening? When I came across this piece at an old estate sale, I was in shock. I just wish it had a good home to sit in. Wait, you didn't think I was giving this to you, did you? I just meant my home wasn't worthy of his presence. I need an upgrade. Also, I would never part with it. But seeing as I got your hopes up and now I feel guilty, here, why don't you take this? That's very funny. I like that. Who's got an origin story where someone would live here? I guess Paul. Ooh, this is a long conversation, and I don't think it's good. I gotta reread that. Who's this? Melissa. Did you know I didn't actually grow up here? No. I didn't know that. So nobody grew up here except Eugene? Snowflake! Snowflake, how's it going? Snowflake raid! Kaiser, good morning. Happy Tuesday. Snowflake, how was your stream? Maybe one of Gloria's films involved the factory. That's pretty cool. Oh, maybe Gloria can visit the inn too. Oh, I can turn Gloria into a whole character. I just had that as like a one-off conversation piece. Snowflake, how was your stream? Thanks so much for the raid. Angablade, how's it going? Do you eat peanuts with the tasty wrapper still on? You mean the shell? No. Sort of productive. What'd you do? Everyone, shout out to Snowflake. It's so good and crunchy. No, they're not. They're terrible. I'll cut your mouth open. Maybe Birch would care. But they're not in the town hall. Pop quiz. Which event would be my favorite to plan? Actually, all three. That's right, baby. I have range. That was a trick question, so let me play fair and answer a real one. Wait. Oh, I'm like, why? This doesn't look like me. I think my wife wrote this. I have leather mouth, so it's so good. Productivity. On our internet that's made out of series of tubes. What? I planned on coding, got stuck, and made backgrounds for the game instead. Well, that's still progress. Would you like to share? I'd love to see. I mean, the person fanboying over Gloria would be upset by factory repurposing because of its obscure connection to Gloria. Yes. Yes. For sure. Maybe Gloria is the one that moves into the factory. Maybe she's looking to get away. And she moves into town and she moves into the factory and it can be this whole thing. Yeah, I like this. I like this idea of like putting Gloria in the game. Need more old ladies in the game. Listen. There's a lot of youth out there. Every story, every game, it's all youth, youth, youth. I'm filling this game to the brim with old ladies. Old ladies are the best. You can drop a link. Can they give us candy for visiting? just just every time you visit an old lady, you get candy. That'd be really funny. All right, it's gonna be Oriole. Hilvon. It's gonna be Oriole. You're right. Have an old lady that keeps showing you pictures of their grandkids. Nah, they're gonna be sharp. Collection idea: obtain all varieties of the hard candies. So you gotta befriend all the old ladies to get all the versions of the hard candies. That's pretty funny. I mean, I'm not gonna have that many old ladies. It's not gonna be a whole thing, but I do like where your head's at. I like where your head's at, Kezer. All right, Oriole, you're upset. Let's keep this one short and sweet. Turning them into housing is the perfect solution. Oriole. Wait. You're gonna knock down. You're gonna knock down the old factory? But it's historic. Gloria Everwood shot her famous film. What could be her famous film? What even is the factory? Now, okay, I never even thought about what the factory was. Her most famous film there. I should have Oriole visiting that factory if he really loves it that much. Decaf! How's it going? Genki dis. Genki. Hollow Knight Shitai des. But how can I overcharge rent if there is cheaper housing? I don't know. Working on it still? Well, when you're ready. When you're ready, send it over. You're gonna knock down that old factory, but it's historic. Gloria Everwood shot her most famous film there. Someone should chime in. Carlos. Carlos talks too much. Vic. Nobody's... Nah. Keep it, Eugene. Nobody has been... Nobody has used... Those buildings are just sitting there, rotting. Nah, it will be Carlos. I think fixing them up is our only option. There isn't any room in town for more buildings anyway. I finished my best painting today. So I'm drinking a little. Nice. Yeah, let's send it. Famous film, We Can Do It. It's a World War II propaganda poster showing a woman in factory uniform with a wrench to promote women participation in workforce. I was kind of thinking it would be an old horror movie directed by who directed Psycho? Not Psycho. The Birds. Hitchcock, like not Alfred Hitchcock, but like Halfred Hitchcock. New painting. Nice. This reminds me of one of my favorite games of all time. Oh, Sonic. Okay, I was gonna say this reminds me of like Dragon Ball Z. Namek, where Piccolo was from. Like these mountain structures look like that, and the plateaus. Nice. Have me an idea for another painting in the future? Nice. Good stuff. Those buildings are just sitting there rotting. I think fixing them up is our only option. There isn't any room in town for more buildings anyway. But fine. Take away the one thing I love about this town, why don't you? Take away the one thing I loved about this town. How about next we what sarcastic thing can he say? How about next we demolish the fountain in town square and plop a house right there. How about next we demolish the fountain and plop a house right in the center of town square. Miffed. 今何してる? Questo. Questo dialogue. I don't know how to say quest dialogue. 話を書きます。話を書っています。書いています。話を書いています。Writing story? Is that right? Wakaru. The lighting reference to The Shining. I like where your head's at. Maybe the glaring. Because Shining, I feel like it's a side effect of light. And glare is also a side effect of light. Wow. Look at that emote you were waiting. Scully was just waiting like, where's the Shining reference? It's coming soon. It's been 360 streams. It finally happened. That is a disturbing emote. Oh. What about maybe I don't reference The Shining. What is another like Psycho? Not Psycho. What was that movie? Was it Psycho? American Psycho is modern, I know. But Psycho was the first one, right? Like the first Alfred Hitchcock movie. Yo, Wardstone. Congrats on the 1 year of streams. I'm pretty close actually. Actually, this probably is my 1 year because I did like 5 streams before I started counting. Also, Wardstone, happy birthday. I don't think I've seen you around since your birthday stream. So happy birthday. To be fair, I'm always waiting with emotes. Got some obscure ones. Wait, what? When? Wasn't it your birthday the other day? Or is that another joke? Norman Bates? The actor, right? Who directed it? My favorite Hitchcock film is The Birds. Yeah, maybe it should be like The Fish. Bates Motel tie-in? What are factory-related horror movies? I can't think of any. Maybe Gloria wasn't a movie star. Maybe she was like in television dramas like The X-Files. Maybe she was a TV star. You know what? I don't need to name it. And I'm gonna, should I highlight her name? If I highlight her name, it'll indicate that she is a character that you will meet one day, which is interesting. But if I don't highlight her name, then it's like, it's just whatever. Maybe I keep it unhighlighted for now because I don't know if I'll actually add her. I'll go back and highlight it later. Psycho is about a motel with owner who kept his dead mother in the basement and killed a female guest because he believed his mother was getting jealous of her. I mean, I'm thinking of the one with the famous scene where there's like a shower scene and that music that gets used over and over again. I've never seen it. I just know that famous scene. That's because the real horror is working. Charlie Chaplin ones come to mind. What if it was like a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory kind of movie? It wasn't a horror movie. Like something and the Something Factory. I think that would be more noticeable of a spoof. Yeah, the shower scene. Yeah, it's from Psycho. Okay. Is a horror movie buff kinda? I can't do it. I can't watch horror movies. Nobody said anything about demolishing. Actually, we're not even allowed to do so. The buildings are so old. They are, in fact, considered historical landmarks. To do this task, we'll need to restore them with some upgrades, of course. Okay. It's coming together. It's all coming together. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is a horror, all right. If you think about it, yeah, it is. I've watched so many, I'm kind of desensitized to them now. Roald Dahl comes bringing the realness to children's stories. Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's like a really popular Instagram that goes around, and it's about Roald Dahl and how he's always writing stuff about big things. Now, hear me out. There's a peach. Let me guess. The peach is giant. Yes, it's giant. Because I forget I forget his other works, but it was like three things that were all like giant things. Oh, this is it. This is it. Publisher. This is it. So you've given us a book about a big friendly giant, one about an enormous crocodile, and another where a granny takes a magic medicine and grows as big as a house. What's new? There's this peach. Is it? It's fucking huge. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yo, coffee. How's it going? So good. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. I finally wrote a new quest. It took me a couple days. I took a break to do UI and to play video games. And now I'm back to writing quests. So where does this get us? Well, Silk Song ga suki. Daisuki yo. Slightly addicted. Really want to get back to Voices of the Void, and Cache Cleaning Sim is always tugging at me, but I have so much work to do. Which one's your main one? My wife's been playing it. She loves it. Yeah, I love it. I love it. It's all I want to do. I kind of just want to cut stream early and play until the dog starts bugging me. It's been 2 hours. You know what? I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to switch to Silksong. Gotta run and get some sleep. Snowflake, thank you so much for the raid. Cache Cleaning Sim, I lost an entire weekend to that game. So addictive. Space Engineers, which just came out with another update. I've only played Voices of the Void for one session. I never heard of any of those. I've heard of Cache Cleaning Sim. I think you mentioned it, but I've never heard of the other ones. I'm like a basic B. I only play the massive games. I've got 165 hours in Cache Cleaning Sim, but 5,000 in Space Engineers. That's a lot of time. It's a lot of hours. That sounds like a main. All right. I'm going to do it. I'm going to switch to Silksong. I'm doing it. I'll keep streaming. I would imagine most of you want to bow out, but it's happening. No, you weren't the catalyst. I've been itching to do it this whole time. Like, I was just waiting until I got enough done. The stream's not going to last much longer anyway. The dog's going to wake up soon, so it's probably going to be like 15 minutes. I only have 2 games with 4K plus hours. Those are RimWorld and Project Zomboid. I definitely had more than that in EverQuest. And probably Rocket League I have a lot. I don't know though. All right. I just want to finish this game. Honestly, I want to finish this game so I don't feel like playing it anymore. Pilk Song. Fizzbuzz, yes, we're talking about Pilk Song. Fanny, thank you for the hydrate. Should I switch my category? I've never switched my category out of software and game dev. Ever. I'm going to do it. I'm finally doing it. I switched my category for the first time ever. Out of software and game dev. I'm such a basic B. Space Engineers, Sandbox Engineering Space Sim. But I hate space, so I spent 99% playing on planets. I build bases, infrastructure, rover. Oh man, it sounds really detailed if you could just ignore a whole aspect like that. Lumi, have a good one. If you want me to recommend someone, go hang out with Jitspo or Hypnotic. Oh, Hypnotic's playing Hollow Knight too. Or Dev, Spagus, or Ryan Art, Humezu, Augie. Those are some very chill co-working streams you can go to. Also, I'm sorry if there's spoilers for anyone. Wait, where am I going? Where am I going? I know where I'm going. I need that elevator. Come back, elevator. Fizz! Fizz, thank you for the 3 months. Where am I going? Left. Actually, these guys are useful. There was a boss here. Okay, it's gone now. Yes. This is going to be painful. This is a new area that I have to play in front of people. I don't play games in front of people. This looks like a boss area, right? That's definitely a boss area. I'll come back. Oh, I have to go that way. Okay. Can I make that? I probably need a double jump. This thing's gonna kill me. Uh, uh, great. Isn't this where I just was? I guess not. What is this thing? Oh, crap. Oh, friendly. Yeah, I'm not reading dialogue. Feel like what Alpine Lake mod is this? I know, right? Kindly leave. I need to, oh, thank God. Does he really want me to leave? Yeah, I linger. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everyone in this game you have to talk to twice. I do find that annoying. I'm not used to that. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Okay, I should have read that. Tool design to extract. So I need to equip this thing. Fine. Well, I didn't want to do this, but I'll do both. How the hell do I fight that thing? I think I gotta go fight that boss. It's a good thing I didn't fight him sooner. Wait, how do I use it? I don't know how to use the other tool. Down in R1. Oh, there we go. How many does it need? 3. All right, let's see what this boss is. Oh, it's not a boss. It is a place where I need a double jump. Okay. Well, that's a thing. I've been everywhere then. That was stupid. I don't think I deserve that. Am I back here? Yeah. I guess that's it. This area is not everything I thought it was going to be. Also wasn't paying attention how much health I had. That's gonna happen a lot. If you were here for like a gamer that's good at this, not happening. Do I even want to go up? No. Oh wait, maybe. Maybe I do. Oh, look at that. Kilka, is this your jam if you're still here? Sometimes there's these little rooms that have literally nothing. It's gotta have something in it, right? Is that it? What? What is this? This has never actually worked before. Did I not have enough? Wait, I think I need more silk to play that to the end. Is there no easy setting? No. It's just brutally hard. Is it repeating the same thing over and over? Held in our hearts. Yeah. I couldn't tell. I don't know. Oh, I can just do this. All right, one more time. One more time. Oh my god. This thing's so annoying. Dear one, remembered, worthy. Suffer no more. Hard in the path. Remembered. Dear one. Okay, it started over. I don't know. Maybe you can double jump up there. So this is a whole area where you need double jump. I do like farming for silk here, though. So now I don't know where to go. That was my great idea. I'm like, oh, I can go here. Uh, the only thing I haven't done yet is this really painful part, this Sinner's Road, and then whatever that undiscovered area is. Oh, that place is so freaking hard, and the only resting area it doesn't work, and I don't know how to activate it. Oh, this is gonna be painful. All right, let's just do it though. I think I literally want to drop. Oh, hello. Where are you? Oh, I was looking for you. That was convenient. Goodbye. Is there anything here that I want? I don't think so. What was the reward for that quest I just did? I don't even know. Find tip. Lost flea? No. This guy. Search for traces. Found him. Now what? I guess nothing. Alright, I'm gonna go to a really hard place that's like painful. It's gonna be painful to watch. It's gonna be painful to do. But we have to do it. So this is when the game gets to the to an area that I don't appreciate. When the only save location is like really far away from something very difficult. I have no patience for that. I'm totally fine dying 100 times the same boss. I'm okay with that. But this area is so freaking hard that yeah, I already forgot that guy was there. These these weird dog things, hardest enemy in the game, hands down. And the fact that I already lost a bubble of health is not good. And there's a bench here, but I don't know how to unlock it. It's like broken. Oh, wait. Maybe. Can I get up there? There is something up there. Just probably need to double jump. No, forget it. Or actually, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, no, that's not it. Well, I can't get there. Oof. I'm gonna die from this guy. Oh, no. The dog is starting to stir. I didn't see nothing. Yeah. Not good. Buddy, don't do that. Hey. Hey. Chill. Leave it. Okay, we go up. Down. Up. No, leave it. Hey. Leave it. Leave it. I forget which way I want to go. Not here. I want to keep going up. Hmm. Doggy. It's okay, buddy. All right, this area. I have to cheese my way through because it's just too hard. All right, this is where I got to last time. There's a boss up top, which I couldn't beat, so I'm not going to go back. So maybe I'll go down to whatever that undiscovered area is. No, this I already did. That's very stupid. Why did I come in here? There's nothing in here. I'll take the spikes. Nothing over there? Fine. All right, fine. Okay, I've never been here before. New area. Just don't make me fight the doggies. They're so difficult. I think I have to. Wait, am I just trapped here? I just got to do a leap of faith. All right, I got the doggy in the game and the doggy in real life, both doing things they shouldn't. Hang tight. Oh, you didn't hear. I was I was cheering that I found a rest spot. Sorry. Uh oh man. But this is still like kind of a dead end. Ah, it's better. It's better than the alternative. All right, so now I can actually go fight that boss. All right. This is where I died once and I could not recover my corpse. Lost all of my bells or whatever they're called. Let's see if I fail again. Let's try. And he's not even a real boss. He's just like a sub boss. Two hits? He killed me in 2 hits. So he must have been doing 2 damage per hit. You gonna be my death counter, Yag? I don't want to fight that guy. I don't want to fight this guy. Can I avoid this guy? Yes. No. Great. Ah, not good. No, 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 no. I can't die to this guy. Not losing my corpse again. Why? 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 Oh, thank God. That was it? All right, I'll take it. No. Okay. Do I go save it? What I don't remember is if I die now, I don't have to fight him again, right? I only lose rosaries. But I do need to go. I think I want to go back to Bile Water. And I have no idea what that simple key could be for. Is it for here? So that I need double jump. That I need double jump. I don't remember what else. There was another locked door somewhere. I don't remember. Shoot. Deep docks. Wait a minute. There's just a place I haven't been down there. That's weird. Maybe that's the locked door. All right, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to the bottom. I'm gonna save it, and then we'll find someone to raid. Damn it. Chill out, buddy. Whenever Booyah's stream, I can rest easy, then I'll just I'm up too late. Yeah, probably. All right. We're done. We did one thing. I did one thing. I feel better. Shut it down. Shut it down. All right. We're going to find someone to raid. Hang tight, buddy. We're going to go outside. Don't worry. Who should we raid today? What happened to the sound? Oh. It's muted. Okay, okay, you too. Where should we go? When's the last time I've been to Ryan Art? Not for a bit. Let's just go raid Ryan. Oh, come here. Oh my God. So the dog started baying recently. Not good. It's like a very loud, annoying bay. Oh. Come here. Oh. I don't like the baying. It's the worst. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for helping today with all your suggestions and ideas. I love dogs, but I'm more of a crazy cat lady or cat lazy. He's kind of cute. He's kind of cute. Let's go say hi to Reinhardt. If you haven't wishlisted Alpine Lake, please do so. No? Did you wishlist Alpine Lake? Can you tell the people? Wishlist Alpine Lake. All right.